How many of you are descended from a Native American? Just raise your hand. Don't be ashamed. There you go. Look at all them Native Americans. Look at all them Native Americans. Well, I got news for you. None of y'all descended from Native Americans.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
My grandmother had high cheekbones and straight black hair. Every Negro I know claimed that in 1950. Every Negro I know claimed that in 1950. Well, guess what the DNA evidence shows? Only 5% of the African American people, 1 out of 20, have any significant Native American ancestry.
Boy, if you don't...
have 2 parents, you have 4 grandparents, you have 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, and it adds up fast. It adds up so fast, in fact, that if you go back 20 generations, you've got over 1 million grandparents.
1,048,576 to be exact. And in each generation, DNA testing can provide information about only 2 of them.
So you could be Peruvian on your mother's 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 side, Japanese on your father's 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 side, Swedish on everything else.
And you'll never know.
And you'll never know the Swedish from the Y chromosome or the mitochondrial DNA.
Now, you've looked at several of these companies that are doing these tests.
Yes.
Do you think that they explain what you just explained to us?
No. I don't think any of them does as good a job of pointing out the limitations. But, you know, businesses often don't go around telling you how weak their product is.
We don't oversell. I mean, we just say, look, we provide a service. If you're interested in exploring a tiny bit of your DNA and trace its ancestry, we can do that.
When you say it's a tiny little amount?
It's less than 0.1%.
But 1 out of 20. But on the other hand, 58% of the African American people have a significant amount of white ancestry.
I think they got the numbers wrong.
You know that those high cheekbones and straight black hair, that came from your white great-great-grandfather. The average African American and the average Native American never saw each other.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Of indigenous peoples who were black and who were brown, who had been here for thousands of years. They were not African. They were not brought here in the slave ships. They were here, going back 150 years. The darker Indians that were not red Indians had been pushed and pushed and pushed all into one category as being African American. And this is one of the biggest lies perpetuated here in North America, that all black people who were here, whether straight hair, curly hair, coarse hair, were brought over here on the slave ships. Just not true. Osio toichu. Okun wakaliadanagiski dawado. Hello and how are you? Chief Eagle Spirit Dancing. My name is, or should I say my name is Chief Eagle Spirit Dancing of the Cherokee Blackfoot Cultural Circle.